Hey guys, let's look at Kadoban game I just played. I'm doing this with 3 or 4 people, and I'm posting them all. The intent is people watch and go, "Oh, that's how White does it," or "Oh, that's what I should do in these situations," or something that's helpful. And if there's something you're not seeing that you wish you would, tell me about it. So anyway, I can be helpful. Okay. We're Kadoban working him up. I won the 3 at 2. This is my second win at 3. You've heard me mention before, as I put my first stone down, I'm setting a tone. So when he plays here rather than here, very different in my mind, I have to consider, do I want to give him a strong position on the left? Now, I did that. Let's look at the end. That's a nice position he's got on the left. Why am I feeling so comfortable doing this? Because it's not cash, and Q players can't help but think it's their cash and misplay it. So I'm strong. I have real territory. He's strong, but it's not as strong as he thinks. So that's why I did it. And then come here and then give him the corner. Okay. This is all planned, that I want him to try to take the left. Here, makes sense. Take that away from me. And then I go 3-3. He can go either way. I believe I would go the other way, but this is fine. Then here. So far, I would say Black's moves are perfect. Now, I did hand him this perfection, thinking he didn't know how to use it well. Okay, so up to here, very easy for White, just playing an opening. Any one of you could do the same thing. Play one Joseki, then play the other Joseki. We played 3 Josekis. Everyone knows the moves. Okay, now what? I'm not going to defend myself. I'm not going to attack anything. There's nothing to attack. It's a matter of what's the big area. Well, notice there's not much space on the left. Very little space. But on the right, there's significantly more space. So the right is bigger in the sense you can put your whole hand in vacant space, while on the left, you have to put only fingers in a vacant space. So I'm thinking the right's biggest. And my first thought was, well, I'll play this Joseki out. And now it's hard for him to take area 1. But then I realized, well, the big problem is the corner. That's what's big. So I need to be playing in that area. Now, I think we all know this. We don't play this move because pretty hard on White. So instead, we play this one. Now we can jump into the corner or jump out to the side. Much more freedom. Much smaller, but much more security. So I went ahead and played the Joseki. It's a hard Joseki. I didn't think he knew it. I'm not trying to trick him. This is what I play against anybody. Correct so far. Problem. That's a mistake. I believe I've told this story before, but let's just play through the Joseki. Black, white Ataris, and Ataris. And this is the beginning. The stage is set for the Joseki to continue. For me, this was crazy. I could not understand it. As even up to Fordon. I'm like, I was studying it as Fordon, and I finally got it. But it was hard because black has 3 segments, white has 3 segments. That's pretty complex already. And the weird part is that white A is the main stone. I'm like, wow, who would ever do this? Once I learned it, it becomes easy. You understand what everything means. It's like, okay, it's pretty easy. And let's continue it. White comes out. Black can't kill because he dies. And if black tries to chase, black dies in the corner. So corner's biggest. So black takes the corner here or the Hane. They're both fine. Atari. Go ahead and jump out. Black is going to want to capture, but he may as well make white have cuts first, then capture. And that's basically the end of the Joseki. Before AI, 45 years ago, pros were saying, because this was the standard Joseki, and pros finally said, black's corner's just too big. We're going to say this is no longer even, so it's not Joseki. Instead, too big for black. So instead, white should play this way. Very stable. Black has a smaller corner, and you can come out in any fashion you wish. So it was that way for a couple decades. AI comes along and says, what are you talking about? Look at all those forcing moves we got. We can do anything now. We can take the right, the center, we can pinch, we can do anything. So AI likes this and says black's corner is big, but not too big. Anyway, he took, Atari saves, which is appropriate. And then it's a little bit interesting. I couldn't read it all out, but if I go for life and he just comes down, well, now I have to take. He captures the cutting stone. I think he got the better deal. Corner's quite small. He's got a fantastic outside. So I decided first, I'll kill any ladders and make it hard to capture the cutting stone. Then I'll capture and see what black does. If black takes, I should be able to kill. Black comes out. I have to save. This is significantly better. Now, when I capture, it's still ko. So black can just go about its business, whatever that's going to be. But he went here. Now I'm actually alive. And it's to kill the cutting stone, maybe this way. That looks good. But he did double Atari, allowing the actual cutting stone to escape. Cut. Okay, so now he has to decide, should I be saving these stones? White's going to get so many forcing moves. He decided, I'm going to give them up. I think that's a fine decision. But to give them up, play away. Later on, if there's a fight here, I mean, White's feeling the pressure. I've got to make sure this gets dealt with. So black shouldn't force white to actually clean it up. Now the Aji's gone. Okay. This move. It looks like a Q move. It doesn't attack. It doesn't defend. It doesn't take points. I put the value at 25 to 30%, maybe more. This is potentially outside thickness, but it's a pretty vague move. Then I'll go this way. He decides, I like taking the territory and I like supporting my group. makes sense. I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to tear those two groups apart. They're too far apart. And I have Aji like, for instance, let's say I play here. He says, you can't live. I've got to move like this. I'm threatening the ko, flower viewing ko for me. I have Aji in there. So instead, to be playing this way, much thicker. Now White can't do anything other than much later in the game, he can do a little bit, and Black just has to keep an eye out, is all. Yeah, I've got a monkey jump, but that's no big deal in game. So that's important. I come up, and he should be perhaps here, connect everything up, take the points. He plays here, trying to not be submissive. But then I get this, and I'm starting to tear him in half. He goes this way, jump out, come down here, threaten to cut or cut, separate or cut. Boom, boom. Threatens two cuts. I save one cut, messing with him. And now, as the game continues, every time I have, every like if he's thinking, I'm reading this out. You know, what's going on here? What can I do in this area? You know, can I live? What can I do? There's a lot of Aji in there. I might have to just play this way to get some eyes. I don't know. But I kept looking at it. It's an interesting area. I get out. I play this way, which seems okay. This tends to be better shape. Probably better. Maybe this is a little greedy of me, but I wanted to keep it tight for the fight, so I'm not exactly sure. Hit the vital point. Now, if he saves both cuts, I get this great move, and he's got a completely heavy, worthless group. So he comes down, thinking I'll my next move Sente, then I'll live or escape. And I'm like, I am happy to cut. He goes to save both. I think he should continue his plan. Take your Sente and start to get out or live. And if White says, aha, I've got you, well, that's Gote. Get and go about your business, whatever it is you're going to do. But he tried to save the center and the top. That's the term they use is Black's too busy. Too many things to do. Can't get them done, both. I get out. That uses up some liberties, which are important. Black shouldn't press if you don't need to press. He did it to get this move, but can't he just play that anyway? Yeah, just play it. Still, and you're not using up liberties. There we go. This is pretty nasty. Comes down, connect. Now he's trying to save that too. See how busy he is trying to save everything? I hit the vital point and come out. I had this all read out. Now there's a flower viewing ko for me. I mean, I don't care if it's just, I'm risking nothing. This is actually a killing move. This just works. But this threatens to kill the entire thing, so. Sorry. Oh, This is my turn to take. I should have taken. I thought, well, let's just clean it up. So he dies there. He doesn't have enough liberties. I only have 3 liberties on my group. So if I play something like Atari, well, is it Atari? Not quite. It's just, I'm really low on liberties. So I get out instead, and out. Go to hurt the top, hurt that group, get out, out. Now I could come this way and really hurt the top, but look at the left getting so big. So I've got to come this way. Now here, I thought I'd won the game. In my mind, with A dead, that means that B's alive. And right around here, I go, wait a minute. B has nothing. It's not alive. It's not connected anywhere. And then I realized this could be real trouble for me. I must save the B group. It's funny how we fantasize, how we get things scrambled in our head. After I played this, that's when I realized my A group isn't right. So, big question. Do I start in on my important group and give him a move? I might not live here. There's a lot of black stones. So I decide, okay, one thing at a time. You take this. Now, I've talked about this with a professional, and he wasn't thrilled with it, but he said it was okay. If I come down, black can play where he wants, but the corner's open. So basically, if he keeps the corner, I have Sente. But if I play this way, see, it's the same thing. I can still take the corner. So it's extremely similar. Anyway, his move, boom, save, boom. Here he is, using up liberties again. Don't do it. I need liberties. I need to chase a bunch of groups. Let's get out. Okay, very tricky here. I have 4 liberties. He now has 2 liberties. Maybe I should play this way. Yeah. He has to play Atari. He has to save. Can he play this successfully? Probably. So some complications there. Whether I went one more for some strength. I want to be able to capture the cutting stone. That's my focus here. So I turn Sente to kill, then capture the cutting stone. So I felt good about that. Instead of going for complications that are hard to read out, I just went for kill the cutting stone. Here, I didn't realize till this moment that my A group only has 2 liberties. I thought I had like 5 or 6 or something. I thought, oh, it doesn't matter because his B group is dead. It does matter. Because if I go to kill his group, it's Atari. At which point I'm like, ouch, have I lost the game? No, there's still the call, double Atari. Thank goodness. Saves, capture, co-threat. And here I spent some time on my clock. I think if I save and he takes, There is no co-thread that's big enough. He will simply kill me and game over. So I save. He takes. So now my A group, whether he cuts me or not, I'm out to B. So that's not a problem. He can't kill my C stones because the D group only has 2 liberties. He can't hurt my E group because I've captured the cutting stone and I'm thicken out for the moment. On the other hand, I was looking forward to cutting at F, but now F is virtually nothing, certainly at the moment. So it really changed the board. And I thought, is there Aji to kill this? That'd be pretty big. No Aji to kill. Okay, we'll wait, do that later. Where shall we start? Let's just start in the corner. I don't know if it's bigger to start on the side somewhere. I thought, well, let's just start in the corner. Black to play. He goes to kill up top. Let's look and see if I could live. Here, it's a long L. Yeah, there's some life there. So he goes for the kill. I would kill this way. There's no co. And it's just the L group, right? The letter L there just dies, period. I think. There is a chance that this threatens to connect under and then something. No. Maybe. If black plays once more, so it's co at this point. Okay, so maybe his move is okay. Now I enter. And remember, with this cut, this black group could be in trouble. He says, I don't believe you. Great, well, I'll just come up. He saves the cut. Okay. Now we have the big question. Am I about to die? Can he kill me or not? I read. No, I don't believe he can kill me. That doesn't mean I'm right. I looked. I didn't think he'd kill me. So I went about my business. Attack the next area. Vital point. 2 stones are alive. Surround. Sorry. Walk through. Here. When he takes, I take back. There's no eyes there, right? Now, he could play here. That's Sente for Atari, and I can't save. So I have to save here, and he can get an eye in Gote. But let's look at a better way. Here. This doesn't work because Atari, he can't save. So I have to play this way. May as well Atari, and now he has an eye in Sente. He went that way, I go that way, he comes down, no. He went here. I connect to make sure I'm alive. He makes sure I'm dead. Well, it's near the end of the game, and he's just trying to do what he can. I killed this group. And he resigns there because that black group died. Yeah. Okay. Hope it's useful. If you want to ask questions about principles, what to do in such a case, you have a game where it's like, I have a question here that I don't know how to answer that. Find this move. send it in. We'll have a video about it or something. And how do we handle these situations? If you want, catch y'all later.